You don't know when you're that moment between a real bad day and a real good day. I mean, that line in some respects is super fine. And it's like that for all of us. I know, I mean, vulnerability, I've experienced that moment. I've gone through that life and put on, I call it putting on the mask. I've put on the mask a lot of times and I've bucked up, camper, and got it done. And I've sat across from the people. And, I've screwed it up too. I've let that nerve expose and I've jumped on people or done things I'm not proud of. And it could have been just if somebody just saw you for that moment. And so that's the key. It's not just in what we do, it's see them for who they are. They're human. Yet not one of us is one thing or defined by one thing. We're defined by all of it.
Yeah.
And so it's such a powerful thing, but it's really cool in the fact that I believe that we are sitting at the precipice of the re-rising of blue collar, of real trades, of that work being seen for how critical it is to our future, but that we can do it different.
Yeah. I
can
100% agree with you.
Be different.
I 100% agree with you. I think it's of necessity, quite honestly. I don't think there's going to be, we don't have a choice. If the construction industry is to survive, and it has to survive if we want to continue living the lifestyles we live, right? If it is to survive, it is going to have to change in the way that it treats humans, in the way that it interacts with humans. And, one of the things I was going to say real quick, talking about empathy and all, it can be just as simple as asking somebody how they're doing. And man, I catch myself in this at times where I get on a job site. Hey man, we, just start not barking off orders, but going, hey, what are we doing about this? What are we doing? Man, learn to stop. And when you first have a phone conversation with somebody or show up, go, how you doing, man? And just leave it there. How are you doing? And then,
because I do this.
Right.
I do this all the time, man. I ask that question, but I'm already assuming the answer and moving on.
Right.
And it is this learning process. It is the teachers that have taught me to pause and ask that question.
Yes.
Right. There is, Brene Brown, mind the gap.
Yes.
Mind the gap between asking the question and assuming the answer, because it, like you said, it could be that moment. You know how is it? It's rough, man. My daughter's sick and my son got himself in some trouble and I barely got the hell out the door this morning.
Yeah.
Oh man, that sucks. I've been there. I know.
Yeah.
You all right? You need something? A quick conversation. Yeah. You know what I needed? I needed you to ask me that question and listen to my answer.
That's it.
And now I feel good. I've dumped something out of my bucket. I can listen. And we all got jobs to do. We all got lists.
Yeah.
I mean, every job site, every paving job you do, especially given you're doing it at night and they're saying, this is when we shut the road down. This is when we open it back up. This is what we got to get done.
Yeah.
So taking that pause, minding that gap, that's really tough.